talk to you guys individually a little bit. Mike is a writer for a website called AmericasComedy.com. It's a website that links up comics and they interview each other. They were calling to link us up together. That's how we met. And there's two things about my article that I want to bring to everyone's attention. One, somehow it read on the main page of this nationally syndicated website between articles about Conan O'Brien and Aziz Ansari. How does that happen? Does somebody get fired for that? Because I'm killing this right now tonight. I'll admit that. But those guys are legends, dude. Are you in trouble for that?
No, I got a promotion, actually. Does he deserve it or does he not deserve it? This is comedy in New Jersey where we need it.
Yeah, the other thing that I got called out by a couple people, I want to see if anybody else noticed it. Towards the end of the interview, he asked me where people can find me online. So I say my Facebook is just Angelo Gingerelli. Like the rapper Obi Trice said, real name, no gimmicks. That's not even the bad part. The next thing out of my mouth is this. You can also find me on my website, fairfaremovement.com, where I talk to a robot every Friday. The definition of gimmicks. Dennis, you grew up in Asbury Park, correct?
I actually grew up in Wall Township.
You told me Asbury Park.
Well,
Why would you set me up for failure like this? It makes sense though, because I'm 10 times harder than you, and I couldn't grow up in Asbury Park.
Yeah, I'm probably the whitest person alive. I grew up in Wall.
This is why this presents a problem. Why you should always tell the truth. I was going to ask you how Asbury changed in the last decade.
Well,
listen. Now, if I ask that question about Wall, what can you tell me? There's a couple more strip malls that work there.
There's
more
new retro
fitness,
and there's a lot more white guilt in the wall now. No, I lived in Asbury for like a year ago. I lived for a year, and but I mean, I play in bands, and I've been coming and playing into Stone Pony for years. So I mean, like I've seen the transition.
Give it up to Stone Pony. Before we get to Sean, for the crowd, how many people came out tonight to see Sean O'Brien? How many of you move in the same social circle as me and Sean and couldn't come out when the show was just me? Fuck y'all. This is the level. This is where I stand. This is where I stand in my social circle. I have a first cousin came to her first comedy and cook night. I saw her outside and I said, "Hey, thanks for coming. You coming to the show in December?" And she goes, "Well, if Sean wins the vote, fuck her too." You said enough. Okay, we're going to the first round. Are we going to talk about sports? Okay, here's the deal on sports. Right now is a good time to be a sports fan this time of the year, right? Mercifully, the WNBA is over and not on TV anymore. Those handsome ladies have called it off season. The marathon of baseball that we lie to ourselves and say is the American pastime has ended, and now the good stuff is on. The NBA, college basketball, the NFL playoff picture starting to shape up. Hockey's on. Anybody watching hockey?
Woo!
Didn't expect that. I'm not prepared to talk about hockey. So, for you guys, what's the best sport on TV to be a fan of right now?
Luge. The luge is hot.
Hang on, you're going to need a mic, man.
Seriously. The luge is hot right now.
A guy from over the bridge hogging a mic again.
Right now, I mean, the Knicks suck. The Nets suck. Baseball's over. The Giants suck. The Jets suck. The Rangers suck. The Devils suck. The Islanders. The Island. What?
Might as well chalk it up to the Tri-State.
We're gonna give it up. We're gonna give it up to European football. Is what I'm into right now.
Yes.
Is that soccer?
Yes.
I think so.
Oh, man. There's one guy when I see I cannot relate to on any level. A guy wearing a soccer jersey and jeans. Like I just pick on. I can't be friends with him. Dennis, what do you got?
Well, like Mike said, and there's a lot of good stuff. I mean, the NFL is going, NBA is going. Basketball is probably my favorite sport. It's the off season for the Mets right now, which is probably the best part of the Mets season because they're not losing. I can tell you what my least favorite sport is right now. Is that cool?
Yeah.
College football, because like they're just come on, 85% of them aren't good. It's like it's watching a bunch of amateurs. And one thing, like I can't respect a sport that Alabama is the best at. What else is Alabama the best at? Like racism.
Yeah. Sean, what have you got, man? What are you watching on Sports Watch?
I I like college basketball. I'm a big college basketball. I have a problem with the fact there's something strange to me about when people wear jerseys of players that are younger than them on their back. I know a lot of people but like when you watch college sports, you don't realize like when you get older and then you like college sports and then you get to a little bit older and then you're like kind of the same age as them. And then you're 30 and they're like 19 and you're like, oh shit, I'm betting on children. like, all right.
Oh, good job, guys. My favorite sport right now is the NBA. Mainly because the players don't care at all. They admit to being drunk and high during the games. Everybody's got a guaranteed contract. But why I like it as a fan is this. It's the only sport where if the game starts at 7, you don't have to put it on until 9:15, and you will still see everything that's important from 9:15 to 9:30. So for me, that works because I know the game's at 7. About 7 o'clock, I'll take a bath. I'll cut my nails, I'll eat a nice comfort meal, I'll catch up on Us Weekly, I'll watch E! News Nightly, money just came out of the closet, and I'll check the game about 9:15, and we'll talk about the next day if people work so nobody thinks I'm gay. There's no commitment, it's 15 minutes, you're good for the whole night. Like people that start football at like 7 a.m. on Sunday and watch it till midnight, you should try harder at life. That's just some dumb ignorant shit right there. Alright, you guys ready to move on?
Yes. I like these signs. These are.
Well, they were great though. He wrecked them. All right, we got second round. 2 weeks. Here's my question, you guys. Thanksgiving's about a week away. If you could eat Thanksgiving dinner with a cast of any TV show, who would you pick?
I would go with the Cosby Show cast because is it not the most fun on television when you watch the Cosby Show? I mean, seriously, like I love that show. It could be the worst day in the world, and if I put the Cosby Show, yeah, it's great. With Cosby dinner, I love it. That's my answer. Yeah.
Right on. Now, is the cast a different world sitting at the kids' table?
Do you think that you eat a lot of pudding for dessert?
A lot of pudding. A lot of pudding. Pudding roll. Still got it. No, see, wait. We talked. He does a good Bill Cosby. We talked before the show about how when you do imitations, you think you're so good until you hear yourself recorded. That was a good Bill Cosby.
Just pudding, though.
And Kodak, and what else did he do?
That's a great Bill Cosby impersonation for Vine. 6 seconds and out. Girl, what cast are you eating dinner with?
The Flavor of Love cast.
Yes.
Anybody watching TV in the last 5 years?
That'd just be like just a regular Thanksgiving for me. Just a bunch of women fighting over a tiny black man.
Sean, what do we got, man?
I would pick Dawson's Creek. Only because I'd want to air my grievances, Festivus style, because one time I binge watched Dawson's Creek before I had to drive across country to California. And I watched like Dawson's Creek and I'm like, you know what? I'm gonna go this way. And I drove to Florida instead. And I showed up at my ex-girlfriend's house. And I was just like, oh, it's going to be this big Dawson's Creek thing. Totally not like that. She called like the suicide hotline. I'm like, oh, this is what Pacey does. So I'd have a lot of grievances too. You guys really put me in a bad spot.
That is all great picks. I'm going to go out on a limb and pick a show that's actually still on, or at least been on the last 10 years. And I'm going with Man vs. Food. Because my grandma would be like, hey, how's school going? How's work? How's the economy? Shut up, Grandma. Adam's about to eat a whole turkey. Okay, again, we're staying in the holiday spirit. What is the best holiday movie of all time?
Ernest Scared Stupid. That is great. I actually cried at Ernest Goes to Camp. I have a thing for Ernest movies. They're actually doing a sequel to It's a Wonderful Life. I don't know if you've heard. So
I don't watch old people TV. Where would I have heard that?
It's on the internet.
I'm not 90 years old.
Well, life will no longer be wonderful when the sequel comes out. So we can look forward to that. Your turn.
I'm gonna say Love Actually. I was like, that's a really good. Oh, yeah. I'm sensitive. I don't know. Is anybody here watch The Walking Dead? Yeah. Do you guys notice that Rick Grimes is the guy from Love Actually? The guy with the cards that's in love with Keira Knightley?
The zombie?
No, Rick Grimes is the main guy, and nobody puts that.
He's the sheriff.
He's the sheriff.
Really?
Yeah, watch them. if you watch them together, like, it's kind of ridiculous. Like I always expect him to just like be telling a zombie that he loves her through cards. It's a great movie. You guys should probably see it. It doesn't matter that it's British. You're not being socialist if you watch it. I'm gonna pass the mic.
I like Home Alone. Only not. I mean, I love. Trust me. When I was a kid, my greatest like thing is just like someday, soon, hopefully, I like beat up an adult. You know what I mean? Like when you're a kid, you're like, yeah, just any day now, I'm just gonna be roundhouse kicking an adult or paint can. But I loved when Kevin smelled the pizza.
Yes.
And he's like, whole cheese pizza for myself. Like, that is Christmas. Whole cheese pizza for myself.